want to keep my teeth for hygiene's sake. I brush my teeth because after I've been asleep, my teeth have got like that fuzziness on them, and that bothers me. I can't turn it off. I notice it, and if I notice the fuzziness, it bothers me. So that's how I leverage that. I don't shave because I want to look nice. I shave because after 3-4 days I notice my whiskers and it freaks me the fuck out. The same with my hair. I cut my hair, I shave my hair off every month or so because I notice it. As soon as my brain notices my hair, it's got to go. And this is how my whole entire life is. I exist in this situation where everything in my life is a coping strategy. It is always changing, always trying to create a better situation for myself. By leveraging different parts of myself. And it works, it allows me to stay independent. I mean, this mobility scooter, being able to have it as a safe space is really something that I am so happy that I was able to leverage and turn this into, because it's technology, it's mechanical, it makes me happy. Holding on to this is secure and safe. It makes me feel so good. But games all through my life from that very first day in 1976 when I picked up a controller and used a Binatone Master System, which was basically Pong and tennis basically. That was it. And it was called, some of it was called tennis, some was called cricket, some was called badminton, but it was basically a bat and a little ball, and you're going to beep boop on a black and white TV. And that was it. But it made sense to me. The simplicity of it. The game world. Even though I didn't see it as a game world. If I moved the bat in a certain way, I could hit it at a certain angle, and it made absolute sense to my brain. So my entire world factored around these things. From that day, I have used computer games every single day since 1976, when I had that all the way through my entire life. There's not been a day that I haven't used some kind of computer game. And I'll be doing the same thing till the day I die. I still remember sitting cross-legged in the corner with my black and white TV and listening to the beep boop and just chilling. And my mum was like, okay, he's quiet, he's okay, he's not stressed, he's not worked up about anything. This wasn't just one of the kind of thing when people use these things for babysitting like they shouldn't, but this was actually, oh my God, for the first time Jason is actually acting somewhat normal. I hesitate to say that word, but it's true. Now I won't be talking as much as I go around here. I've got to concentrate on the roads and concentrate on the rear camera. A friend of mine used to live down here. He was a friend during school and college. and he had a wonderful attic room that they'd set up as a computer place. It was heaven. I think he was autistic too. I think a lot of programmers, because he was a programmer, and it's like, yep, autistic person alert. And we would spend all our time playing games, and he had this wonderful karaoke machine. But we didn't use it for karaoke. It was a karaoke machine with a dual tape there. You could use it to tape. He taped me music and that. But the thing is, we used it with the mic so we could map out and do like mini vlogs that we never showed anybody of me exploring games like Dungeon Master and playing through them, and he'd commentary it as we were doing it. He'd say everything I was doing, and it was just awesome. Yeah, it was somewhere up here. One of the houses with a place you could thingy. I'm sure he moved out of the area and that though, sadly. When I left university, I became even more of an introvert, and my leaving my house became even less, and I lost contact with a lot of good friends. There was also a guy I hated. He was a semi-friend of the person I knew, and he had contacts in the hacking groups and all the stuff and like that, and he would get all the software and everything, and the software would be given to him free, but he'd never ever give it out free, but he'd charge us for it. So he was a friend, but he was a very materialistic friend, and so I never gelled with him. We're going to go all the way up here. It's about a mile at full speed. That's why I like it. I don't like these bumps, these thingy sleeping that they put here. My other friend used to live down here on this road, and this is the kind of place where I'd go onto the back fields, just down here. I'd get onto the back fields and take it to college, so I could avoid people. You don't get many cars up here. I'm usually okay. But I do keep an eye out behind me and everything, and in front of me just in case, so I can pull over to the side. But I don't like to go in the way of cars. This is quite a big run on this vehicle at full speed. Right, I'm going to cross over here. I'll use the other road on the other side to go all the way to the end. Right. This is the road just around here where I got hit by a Golf GTI. It was completely my fault. It was late at night. I coming home from my friend with a box of discs of new programs. I had the box out in my hands. I was going through all the discs, not watching what I was doing. Walked straight across this, it was late at night, walked straight across this side road, a bit further down the other side, and boom, straight into a Golf GTI coming up here. And it hit me, knocked me in the air, and I landed on the grass. I broke my wrist. I was in a... for that goes back. I was in a cast for about 6 weeks, I believe. Now these houses down here, there was one house down here that was empty nearly all the time, and it was overgrown, and it had a backyard that had an old shed in it and an old car, and I would spend a lot. I'll go past. And I remember that this was one of my havens where I would just hang out, because there was a way just down there. I just took the tiller down there, right down there at the bottom there, where you could go towards the main hills. And we continue up here. Just over there. There was always lots of houses here that were empty and that, because it was a rough neighbourhood. People would be pushed over to this side of the county and that, and if they didn't fit in, if they trashed the houses here, then they were moved on to other places. And so there was lots of houses that were trashed with backyards and that you, in the 70s and 80s, that you could just exist in the backyard and no one would notice and no one would thingy. You just had to be kind of careful. So, we're coming up to where we'll cross over. Now, unfortunately, there is a park up here called Parkour. I'd love to go there, but you can't get into it on a mobility scooter, which is a pity. Because if you're in there, it is disabled friendly. Yeah, see, this is why I don't go on the pavement. I will go on the pavement here, although it doesn't have a drop curve. but we'll go boom boom. There. So, once again, just like most areas, in this direction, just over there, used to be something called Wass's Market. Just down that road in the distance, and it was a place where every weekend or something there was a great big car boot sale and all that kind of thing, and there was people who went there. Got my first bike from there. My mum bought me a bike. And this house just over here in the front of us, the grey one, just there, I believe that is where one of my first computer friends lived. And when I had a ZX81, my dad would be doing work with the guy there, and I would actually be in there, and we used to spend day typing in, because we didn't have any tape player and anything. It was ZX81, you had to basically type it in if you wanted to do it. Right, we're going to get on the road again here. I remember coming up, pushing my motorbike up here. There's a lot of cars on these roads, so I do use the a lot of cars on the pavement, so I do use the road a lot. Enterley Neighbourhood Centre. No. This is Dawlish Drive. We'll cross over here and get to this side. Now, this is Oberley Road, I believe. Yeah, Oberley Road. Which the place I lived. Roads are nice and smooth here. But I'm going to come on the pavement because I want to take it slow. So up here was my first experience with Sunday school, which didn't go well. I mean, seriously, me and Sunday school did not gel at all. All the religious stuff did not actually make sense to me in any way, shape or form. A lot of these houses are new. And when I was here, like, 40 odd years ago, was not. Yeah, Oberley Road was always a small place. But my mum didn't force me to go to Sunday school for religious reasons. She just thought I might enjoy the socialisation and that. That's why my mum sent me in that direction. Yeah, we used to have our Sunday school over there, where what is now Maple Court Academy. Once again, a lot of these houses here, there was empty houses, there was garageways, there was ways to get behind them and hide out. Every day when my mum would send me out to play all day, it's like to get me out to my bedroom away from my computers. It was like I just end up in someone's backyard messing with a piece of mechanical salvage that I could see. That's what I did. I never existed in the open spaces.